Welcome everyone to Smackdown. And after a great Raw earlier this week where CM Punk was crowned World Heavyweight Champion in a gauntlet match, we begin the road with our first PLE, our first pay-per-view event, our first special, WrestleMania. Yes, we're kicking things off with WrestleMania. We must crown a WWE Undisputed Champion here on Smackdown, and we will do that in tonight's main event with a 10-man Rumble matchup. As you see, the Queen of Staten Island, Carmella, making her way to the ring as we are kicking off a tournament to crown a women's champion that will culminate with the final at WrestleMania. There'll be 2 first-round matches tonight, 2 first-round matches next week. Then we'll get into the semi-finals over the following 2 weeks. And then at WrestleMania, we will have the final. As you see, Carmella in action against McCool. One of these two women will advance to a semi-final matchup in this tournament. Will it be McCool or Carmella? Incredible athletes. Only one will be able to advance, one will get a win. Also, tonight, actually in our second matchup of this evening, the winner of this match will face the winner of our next match, which will be Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. So big first round matchup there. And we are underway. First round action in this tournament. The winner of this matchup will face the winner of our next matchup in 2 weeks' time. They'll face the winner of Asuka versus Charlotte Flair, which is to come later tonight. The finals taking place at WrestleMania. Will it be Carmella or McCool who advance? Like I said, they'll find out who their opponent in the semi-final will be in our next matchup here tonight on SmackDown. We'll find out the 4 women on the other side of the bracket next week when they face off in their first round matches. As Carmella lays the boots to McCool early, Michelle though, jawbreaker, turns this matchup around. Carmella blocking the forearm. Big boots and a big shot to the back. McCool looks to fly off the top rope with the elbow drop. Michelle in control, hits the ropes. Leg drop to Carmella. Carmella rolling to the floor now. McCool keeping on Mella. Is Carmella in a bit of trouble here? Sent back into the ring by McCool. Michelle taking her time. She has Carmella right where she wants her. Looking for that springboard kick. Goes for the cover. She accidentally knocked into a referee, Jessica Cara, when she went for that springboard kick, which is why it took so long to get ready for the count. That may have cost Michelle McCool. Carmella now in control. Irish whip sends McCool off the ropes, leaps, ducks under, want to sweep the leg. That's Michelle. Going for the Irish whip. Out by a knee of Carmella. Super kick to the midsection. Carmella looking to prove tonight that she is money. Just choking Michelle McCool. Carmella knows what is at stake. A chance to become the first women's champion here on SmackDown, and to do it at WrestleMania as she hits the X Factor. Instead of going for the cover, she's off the rope with a forearm, dropping the elbows to the head of Michelle McCool and a big splash right to the back. Michelle McCool picks the leg, turning it around. Smart strategy by Michelle McCool to target the leg of Carmella. Carmella likes to utilize a submission hold called the Code of Silence, where it's pudgy clutch. She uses the legs to help choke out her opponent. Also, Carmella likes to use a super kick. trying to wear down the leg. So Carmella, there she went for the super kick. Not able to hit it. And again, Michelle McCool right back to the legs. Right back. Putting the work in on Carmella. Roll through. Leg lock. Locked in. And Carmella taps. The damage Michelle McCool did to the legs throughout the match of Carmella paid off. Getting the submission victory here tonight. Advancing in the women's title tournament. She'll face winner of our next matchup here on Smackdown, either Asuka or Charlotte Flair in the next round. She's one step closer to championship goal. She's one step closer to going to WrestleMania. Smackdown continuing on. Women's tournament action. Winner of this will face the winner of our previous matchup here on SmackDown. Michelle McCool beating Carmella. It's the Empress of Tomorrow. Makes her way to the ring. What matchup this will be? A big matchup for our first episode of SmackDown here. Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. You know, both these women would have been watching. They would have seen what Michelle McCool done to Carmella to advance. Will it be Asuka or will it be Charlotte advancing to that semi-final matchup 2 weeks time against Michelle? So Asuka looks ready to go to war yet again here tonight on SmackDown. What a debut episode of SmackDown it's been so far. With Michelle McCool beating Carmella. Or still to come, we have this matchup between Charlotte Flair and Asuka. Also our main event, the 10-man Rumble. Crown the undisputed WWE Champion. And SmackDown's best. Of course, on Raw, we've seen CM Punk win a gauntlet. Become World Heavyweight Champion over there. We're yet to find out what will be happening with the women's title over on SmackDown. Sorry, with the women's title over on Raw, I should say. We know what's happening here on SmackDown. As the Queen makes her way to the ring. Looking to make another victim bow down. Looking to prove that SmackDown is her kingdom. It's the Queen, Charlotte Flair. See Charlotte making a referee hold the rope for her. Charlotte Flair, she acts like she's better than everyone. She backs it up in the ring. She may come across egotistical. She may come across as arrogant. But once that bell rings, Charlotte Flair backs it all up. There is no denying that she is one of the greatest of all time and looking to add another world title to her collection at WrestleMania. She has to get through Asuka first, and if she somehow, someway gets through Asuka, Michelle McCool, you know she's watching backstage because she, after her victory over Carmella, has booked her spot in the semi-final as Asuka straight away looking for the ankle lock, but Flair using those long legs, able to kick out of it. Oh, big back elbow by Charlotte. Gonna knock Asuka out, but Asuka fights back with a kick of her own. They're just working the arm, trying to dislocate the shoulder of Charlotte Flair, maybe. Stomping away on the knee. Seen Michelle McCool use a leg submission to advance over Carmella. Maybe Asuka was watching, thinking she might need to do the same. Of course, you know Charlotte Flair likes to use that figure 8 variation of her father Ric Flair's figure 4. So maybe targeting the knees and the legs of Charlotte isn't a bad game plan for Asuka. Charlotte using those vintage Flair chops, but Asuka, she's a hard hitter in her own right. Who will survive this battle as Charlotte? Right hand tells Asuka to bring it before hitting her with a chop, and it's Charlotte Flair standing tall of that exchange and wrenching on the head, the neck of Asuka. Asuka in a bit of trouble here. Charlotte building momentum. Asuka needs to quickly turn this one around. She cannot afford to let Charlotte get on a roll. But that's easier said than done when you're in there with Charlotte Flair. But Asuka, that big right hand will do it. Looks for the quick pin here. One count. Flair gets the shoulder up. Asuka keeping on Charlotte. And working the arm, maybe trying to soften her up for the Asuka lock later on in this contest. Again, that arm bar cinched in. Asuka, what she got planned here, hits the ropes. Big neck breaker. Big kick to the midsection. Asuka, is she going to look for that hip attack? Yes, she is. But Flair nipping back to her feet. Asuka using the ropes. Big drop kick. Asuka in control. Flair in danger. Big elbow drop. Flair boot to the head. Big chop by Charlotte. Natural selection. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Asuka grabbed the rope. Asuka grabbed the rope. A referee missed it.
Here is your winner.
Charlotte Flair advances under controversial circumstances. Charlotte will face Michelle McCool in the semi-final. But Asuka had the ropes. We need to see what will happen in this one. But Charlotte awarded the victory here. A referee missed Asuka grabbing onto the ropes. Charlotte Flair will advance as we await to see what will happen in this situation here in the coming weeks on SmackDown. And after that, controversial conclusion to our last matchup between Asuka and Charlotte Flair. I'm lost for words. But I must turn my attention now to our main event, a 10-man Royal Rumble for the Undisputed WWE Championship. One of these men will be crowned Undisputed WWE Champion and will walk into WrestleMania with the gold around their waist. Will it be that drew number 1? And it is the Viper, the Apex Predator, the legend, killer, Randy Orton. Randy, if he's become champion here tonight, if he's going to walk into WrestleMania as Undisputed WWE Champion, he must do it from number 1 in this 10-man Rumble. He's got 9 men standing between him and championship gold. But if anyone can do it, it is the Viper. It is Randy Orton. He likes to say the 3 most dangerous letters in professional wrestling are R, K, O. if he is to become undisputed WWE champion tonight. He must prove that, he must back that up. Like I said, the numbers aren't in his favor. If I was a betting man, I would not be backing Randy Orton here tonight. Just because I know the lineup. I know that this is 10 of the best, not just in Smackdown, not just in the WWE, but in all of professional wrestling. It's going to be a tough challenge. But if there's anyone who can upset the odds, it is that man, Randy Orton. But would you look at who drew number 2? A man who knows Randy Orton probably better than anyone. A man who was there when Randy Orton won the 2009 WWE Royal Rumble. He's a man that was there by Randy's side when Randy won a number of world championships. A member of Randy Orton's legacy, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. But tonight, it's not about Randy Orton and his legacy, it's about Cody Rhodes and cementing his place at top of Smackdown. Tonight, Cody Rhodes must prove that the age of Orton is over, that he has surpassed the teacher, the student. He's now become the master and the one to overtake. But like Randy, the odds are not in his favor. He must go from essentially the beginning alongside Randy all the way to the end. 1 and 2, the worst numbers you could get. That means you'll have to go through all 9 of your challengers. But like I said, anyone can do it, it is Randy Orton, and anyone else can do it, it is Cody Rhodes. And that is what they are fighting for. That is what is on the line in this Rumble matchup. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We are getting this Rumble underway. Orton and Rhodes to kick us off. Cody just taunting crowd, taunting Randy, not maybe trying to send a message to Randy. He took his eye off the Viper. He took his eye off of Randy Orton, and Randy looking to prove to Cody Rhodes that that is something you do not do, that is a mistake. Cody fighting back. Springboard disaster kick. Randy versus as number 3, Damian Priest makes his way to the ring. The Archer of Infamy going straight after Randy Orton. Randy with the reversal. Now Rhodes setting Priest up, looking to eliminate Damian Priest early. Damian hasn't got going yet, but Priest able to hang on. Cody and now Randy working together to try and eliminate Priest, but Priest fights out of it, fights his way out. As number 4 enters, it is the Olympic hero, Kurt Angle, the only Olympic gold medalist in the WWE. He's here on SmackDown. He's going straight after Cody Rhodes. Cody looking for a powerbomb. Angle Baker right hands. Meanwhile, Priest and Orton working over each other in the corner. Angle turns his attention to Orton, looking to eliminate him. Over the ropes goes Orton, but makes his way back in. Priest and Cody going at Angle and Orton going at DDT. Kurt Angle is here comes our next entrant. Solo Sikoa, leader of the Bloodline. Got one there is Jacob Fatu, Tamatonga, Tangaloa. Are they nearby? Are they watching? Are they perhaps maybe in this rumble? Will they try help Solo walk out with the title here tonight? This is going after Randy Orton. Meanwhile, shattered dreams for Damian Priest. He's back to his feet and clotheslined off the top rope. Damian Priest, our first elimination at the hands of Cody Rhodes, and now Kurt Angle and Cody going at it. As out comes Rey Mysterio. A lot of history between him and Kurt Angle. They're going at him now. Big belly to belly by Kurt. Meanwhile, pedigree by Rhodes to Orton. Orton sends Rhodes over. But Cody fights back as he sees Solo and Kurt Angle looking to eliminate Rey Mysterio. As here comes the ring. General Gunther. Damian Priest are on the elimination so far. As Angle is sent into the corner by Rhodes. Rhodes fights back, or Angle fights back, I should say. Right scissors by Rey. Big right hands from Solo to Gunther. He will be entrant number 8. We got 6 in the ring. Damian Priest has been eliminated. It is Braun Breaker. You hear the dogs barking. Badass Braun Breaker. Can you imagine Braun Breaker walking out with the title here tonight on Smackdown? Big knee by Angle cuts off Breaker. And big right hands by Kurt Angle. Solo sets Rey up. Here comes Cody as out comes Sami Zayn. Crossroads to Solo. Working on up by Mysterio. Sami goes after Kurt Angle. But there's Gunther. Big chop. Chopping down Sami Zayn, stopping all of Sami's momentum. You see Gunther looking to cinch in. A Boston Crab just working over Kurt Angle, but Kurt fights out of it. And now Cody Rhodes looking to eliminate Rey Mysterio, but Rey fighting back. We got 8 in the ring. Damian Priest are on the elimination so far. So Solo looking to eliminate Randy, but Randy fights off. Mysterio has Angle up. They're going for high risk in a rumble is dangerous. But it's paid. No, it hasn't paid off for Mysterio as he gets Angle reverse the Bulldog. Now moonsault to Mysterio by Kurt. Crossroads to Gunther. Rhodes with a beautiful moonsault of his own. Now looking for a vertebreaker on Angle. Meanwhile, Solo in trouble as Braun Breaker. Irish whips him over the top. And Breaker eliminates Solo. Big right hands. Solo in trouble. Breaker trying to eliminate Rhodes, trying to eliminate Mysterio in the corner. And there goes Solo. Braun Breaker eliminating Solo Sikoa. Big belly to Angle. What matchup that would be. Braun Breaker, Kurt Angle. I hope we get that someday. Breaker now looks to eliminate Mysterio. And he does. As he hits a big Helluva Kick. That is Breaker's second elimination. He's on a roll. That roll may just come to an end as Kurt Angle eliminates Breaker. Kick by Angle, or kick to Angle by Rhodes. Angle with back elbow. Big right hand by Cody. Side effect. Meanwhile, neck breaker by Orton to Zayn. Beautiful disaster kick. Now Sami looking to eliminate Kurt Angle. Out comes our final entrant, the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns looking to make the Smackdown roster acknowledge him. As Kurt Angle about to eliminate Sami Zayn. And a crossroads to Reigns. Cody wasting no time going after Roman, hitting him with a crossroads. Roman is out. Angle and Rhodes going at it. Orton and Gunther going at it. Angle sends Cody into the corner, trying to eliminate Rhodes. Roman finally back to his feet as Orton looks to DDT Gunther. Vintage. Randy Orton as Roman. Big boot to Angle, busting him open after Rhodes surviving. And Roman Reigns just tossed out Cody Rhodes. Revenge for that crossroads. Cody Rhodes will not be finishing the story here tonight at the hands of Roman Reigns. We are down to our final four. One of these four men will be walking out as undisputed WWE champion. Gunther Earthwood eliminates Randy. Randy was in here from the start. He is now eliminated. Down to three. Gunther, Roman, Angle. And into the corner goes Kurt. Gunther. Powerbomb. Turns his attention back to Roman Reigns. He knows Roman was the last man in here. He knows he can afford to allow Kurt a couple of moments to recoup. But Roman, he needs to get out as quick as possible. He needs to stick on the tribal chief. So Roman, big punch, sends Gunther off into the hands of Kurt Angle. Gunther with the reversal. Lariat takes down Kurt. And now Gunther has Roman again. Him and Kurt trying to work together, but Roman with the reversal. Reigns DDT. Angle set up against the rope, but Kurt reverses Roman. Neither man wanting to make a mistake because they know it will be costly. One of these three will be your champion by the end of tonight. A big clothesline. Kurt sent into the corner. Reigns looking for the boot. Angle reversal. They're going to work now up on the shoulders of the tribal chief, on the shoulders of Roman Reigns, but Gunther, big elbows. And Kurt Angle has Gunther up. Big belly to belly over the top. We are down to Roman and Angle. Reigns. In trouble here. Kurt Angle has him up. Powerbomb. Will Kurt Angle do it? He's looking to send a message. He's got the ankle lock locked in. Reigns fights out. Big boot. And the tribal chief is fired up. He's ready to sit at the head of the table. He's ready to reign over Smackdown and reign over the island of relevancy. Kurt Angle, he won't back down. He won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck. And he's got the ankle lock cinched in, center of the ring. Can't win by submission, but you can break the ankle and throw him over the top. That's what Kurt Angle's looking to do. Can he eliminate Roman Reigns? Yes, he can. Kurt Angle, champion, here tonight. Once again, congratulations to Kurt Angle on winning the undisputed WWE Championship. But look at this. That's Femi staring down with the champion. And I guess we have Angle's first challenger. That is it. We are out of time. See you next time for Raw.